Hi students, in this video we will study what is an encoder. We all know what is a decoder. Decoder has n inputs and m outputs where m is less than or equal to 2 raised to n. So this decoder is called n to m decoder. So where n represents the input and m represents the output. So maximum 2 raised to n output, sometimes it may be less than 2 raised to n. Suppose when some input combinations are don't care or not taken for consideration. Okay, so for a particular input combination, this decoder select any one of the different m outputs. Okay, encoder is actually the inverse of decoder. Inverse of decoder means it has 2 raised to n inputs and n outputs. Okay, 2 raised to n or fewer than 2 raised to n. That means it may be considered as m inputs and n outputs, where m is less than or equal to 2 raised to n. Same in the case of output, same as in the case of output of decoder. Okay, so the encoder has 2 raised to n input lines and n output lines. So in this case, the encoder actually generates the binary code corresponding to the input value. For example, suppose an encoder has 4 inputs, then it has 2 outputs. Okay, the 4 inputs are 0, 1, 2, 3. So corresponding to this 4 input, this encoder generates the binary value of this input. That means if the input is equal to 0, then the output is 0, 0. If the input is equal to 1, then the output is 0, 1. If the input is equal to 2, then 1, 0. Otherwise it is 1, 1. In the case of 3, it is 1, 1. So it select only one of the input from the 4 inputs. Okay, that means we give input to any one of the n 2 raised to n inputs. That is in this case 4 inputs, and it generates the corresponding binary value. So we can draw the block diagram of this encoder. Here the encoder is a 4 to 2 encoder. That means there are 4 inputs. Okay, the 4 inputs are I0, I1, I2 and I3, and it generates 2 outputs. Okay, suppose the 2 outputs are x and y. So when you give input to I1, it generates the output as 0, 1. That means the binary value of 1. Suppose we give input to I3, that means it gives the output as 1, 1. That means the binary code of 3. Okay. Next we can design an octal to binary encoder. Octal to binary encoder has 8 inputs and 3 outputs. Okay, so actually it generates the binary equivalent of the octal number. Okay, that means we give input as an octal number and it generates the binary value of the corresponding octal number. In the case of encoder, we assume that only one input has value 1 at any given time. Okay, all others are 0. Then only we can generate the binary equivalent of the corresponding octal value. That means suppose we want to generate the binary equivalent of the octal number 5, then 5th input is equal to 1 and all other inputs are equal to 0. Then it generates the binary equivalent of the octal number 5. Right? So next we can draw the truth table. So this is the truth table. The inputs are D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, and outputs are X, Y, Z. So these 3 are the outputs and these are the inputs. Right? At a time only one of the input is active. So first D0 is active, that means D0 is equal to 0 and all others are D0 is equal to 1 and all others are 0. Then next D1 is equal to 1 and all others are 0. Then next D2 is equal to 1 and all others are 0. Next D3 is equal to 1, all others are 0. Then D4 is equal to 1 and all others are 0. Then D5 is equal to 1 and all others are 0. Then D6 is equal to 1 here. Then last D7 is equal to 1. Okay, so this is the input. Then D0 is equal to 1, then output is 0 0 0. Then D1 is equal to 1, output is 0 0 1. Then for D2 output is 0 1 0. For D3 output is 0 1 1. D4 output is 1 0 0. Then D5 it is 1 0 1. For D6 1 1 0, and for last D7 it is 1 1 1. Okay, so this is the truth table for the octal to binary encoder. So next we can find the equation for the outputs. So here output is x, y and z. X is equal to 1 when D4 is equal to 1, D5 is equal to 1, D6 and for D7. So x is equal to 1 for D4 or D5 or D6 or D7. Okay, then y is equal to 1 for D2 or D3 and also for D6 or D7. Then z is equal to 1 for D1 or D3 or D5 or D7. Okay, so next we can draw the circuit. So for the logic circuit, first we have to draw all the inputs. Okay, D6, D0 to D7. Okay, D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, right? So next we can mark the input, that is D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. Okay, these are the inputs. Then x is equal to, we can take the inputs D4 or the terms D4, D5, D6 and D7. Okay, or these terms. So this is x. Okay, next for y we select D2, D2, D3, D6, D7. Okay, or the terms, this is y. Okay, darken the connection points. Okay, next z is equal to D1, D3, D5, D7. Okay, or the terms, this is z. Okay, so darken the connections. Clear? So this is the logic circuit for the octal to binary converter. Okay, or octal to binary encoder. So for a particular input, only one line is active. Suppose D2 is active. When D2 is active, only second OR gate is active. The input of all first and third OR gate is 0. So x and y is equal to z, x and z is equal to 0, and we get output for only y. Okay, that means this line is only 1. D2 is only 1, that is given to only the second OR gate. So here it is 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0 is the binary equivalent of 2. Okay. Suppose D6 is active. When D6 is active, D6 is given to first and second OR gate. So we get the output of first OR gate and second OR gate as 1, and for the third OR gate all the inputs are 0. So it generates 0 output. So we get the output as 1, 1, 0. Right? So this is how it generates the output. When two inputs are active at the same time, it generates an undefined condition. For example, suppose D2 and D3 are active at the same time. When D2 and D3 are active at the same time, it can generate only one output. Okay, binary value of one output. Here both are active. So in that case, it generates an undefined condition. So that is an ambiguous situation. Okay, so that is an ambiguity. That means only one input can active at the same time in the case of encoder. If two inputs are active simultaneously, the output produces an undefined combination. So the solution for this is give a priority to ensure that only one input is encoded. Okay, give priority to the inputs. The second limitation is, suppose this D0 is 1 and all other inputs are 0. But this D0 did not connect to any OR gate. So the OR gate output does not depend upon D0. So whatever the input of D0, this OR gate generate 0 output. Okay, so that is an output with all zeros is generated when all inputs are 0. An output with zeros is also generated with when D0 is equal to 1. Okay, that means the output actually D0 is equal to 1, then only this octal to binary encoder generates 0 output. But this D0 did not connect to any OR gate. So whatever the input of D0 may be 0 or 1, when all other inputs are 0, it generates 0 output. So solution is provide a additional output that specifies the condition that none of the inputs are active. Okay. So these are the two limitations of the octal to binary encoder. So to resolve the above limitations, a priority encoder is designed. Okay, so a priority encoder is an encoder circuit that includes a priority function. That means if two inputs are equal to 1 at the same time, the input having the highest priority will take the precedence. That means we give precedence to each input of the encoder. Right? So here we design a 4-bit priority encoder. 4-bit priority encoder has 4 inputs and 2 outputs. Okay, so we give priority to this 4 input. So next we can draw the truth table. So this is the truth table. There are 4 inputs D0, D1, D2 and D3. Okay, these are the inputs. Then 2 outputs, that is X and Y. Then one more output, that is V. It is valid output. Valid output, it is an indicator that is set to 1 when one or more inputs are equal to 1. That is V is equal to 1 when one or more input is equal to 1. Okay, when all inputs are 0, then V is equal to 0. Okay, so here first priority goes to D3. First priority go to D3, then D2, D1, D0. So when D3 is equal to 1, then whatever the other inputs, it generate 1, 1. Okay, so here 2 inputs are 1, then valid input is equal to 1. So in this case, we didn't consider D0, D1, D2, it is marked as don't case. It may be 0 or 1 because highest priority goes to D3. Next priority goes to D2. So in that case, D3 is equal to 0 and D2 is equal to 1. Others are don't case. Okay, in that case it generate 1, 0. Right? Here also one input is 1, that is V is equal to 1. Next priority goes to D1. In that case, D2 and D3 is equal to 0 and D0 is don't care. So it generates the output 0, 1. Here also one input is active. That means V is equal to 1. Then next priority goes to D0. So D0 is equal to 1 and all others are 0. In that case it generates 0, 0. Then here also one input is 1. Then valid is equal to 1. Then last case is all inputs are 0. When all inputs are 0, then X and Y are don't cares and the output is not valid. So V is equal to 0. V is equal to 0. When all inputs are 0, it doesn't consider the condition. That means V is equal to 0. It is not a valid output. So X, Y may be 0 or 1. It is don't cares. Right? So this is the truth table for the 4-bit priority encoder. Next we can draw the K-map for this X and Y. Okay. So here there are 4 inputs. So we have to draw the 4 variable K-map. So this is the K-map for X and Y. So X is equal to 1 when D2 and D3 is equal to 1, 0 and D0, D1 don't cares. And D3 is equal to 1 and all other inputs are don't cares. So D2, D3, 1, 0 means this is the D2, D3. This one is D2, D3 is equal to 1, 0. This column. So here we didn't consider D0, D1. So all are 1. Okay. Then X is equal to 1 for D3 is equal to 1. D3 is equal to 1 for these 2 columns. Okay. So all others are don't cares. We didn't consider D0, D1 and D2. Whatever it may be, D3 is equal to 1. We mark it as 1. So here it is 1 and this column also 1. In these two columns D3 is equal to 1. Next we can group them. So here we can form 2 octet. First octet, then second octet. Right? So next we can write the equation. X is equal to, for the yellow octet, that is the first octet, D0 and D1 cancelled. Then also D3 cancelled. We get D2. Then for the second octet, that is red one, D0, D1 again cancelled. Then for here D2 cancelled, D3. So X is equal to D2 plus D3. Okay. Next we can find the Boolean expression for Y. So Y is equal to 1 for D0 don't care, D1 1, D2 D3 0 0, D2 D3 0 0 for this column, and D1 is equal to 1 for these two. So we can, and D0 don't care. So we can mark 1 these two entries. Then next Y is equal to 1 for D3 is equal to 1. Okay, D3 is equal to 1 for these two columns. All others are don't cares. So we can mark 1 in these two columns. Right? Next we can group them. So here also we can form a octet like this. Then next we can form a quad like this. Okay. So the equation for Y is equal to, for the octet, D0, D1 cancelled. Then also D2 cancelled, D3 plus, then for the quad, D0 cancelled, D1, and here D3 cancelled, D2 bar. Right? So Y is equal to D3 plus D1, D2 bar. Next we can write the equation for V. V is equal to 1 for D0, D1, D2, D3. Okay. D0 or D1 or D2 or D3. That means D0 is equal to 1, V1 1, D1 is equal to 1, V1, D2 is equal to 1 also, valid input is equal to 1, and for D3 also valid 0. Valid is equal to 0 for when all the inputs are 0. So we can write V is equal to D0 or D1 or D2 or D3. Right? Next we can draw the logic circuit for this 4-bit priority encoder. These are the equations that we derived. X is equal to D2 or D3, Y is equal to D2 or D1, D2 bar, V is equal to D0 or D1 or D2 or D3. Okay. So here the inputs are D0, D1, D2, then D2 bar. So here it is the D2 bar. Okay, then D3. So first X is equal to D2 or D3. We can mark the inputs. So D0, D1, D2, this one is D2 bar, then D3, right? Then X is equal to D2 or D3. Okay, these two inputs are OR together, right? So we get X, Y is equal to D3, then D1 and D2 bar. Here we have the D1, then D2 bar. These two are ANDed together, generate the output D1 D2 bar. It generate the output D1 D2 bar, then D3 and D1 D2 bar OR together. Okay, so it generate Y, then V is equal to D0, D1, D2, D3. These four outputs, these four inputs are OR together. Okay, so this is Y, right? So mark the outputs. So here it is X, that is D2 or D3. X is equal to D2 or D3. Then Y is equal to D1. This one is D1, D2 bar. So here we have D1, D2 bar. Then here it is D3. So Y is equal to D3 or D1, D2 bar. Then D0, D1, D2 and D3 OR together we get V, that is D0 or D1 or D2 or D3, right? So this is the logic circuit for the 4 input priority encoder, right? So in this 4-bit priority encoder we resolve the issue of more than one input, maybe one at the same time. By using the priority, giving priority to the input, we resolve that issue. And also when all inputs are 0, then output is 0. Okay, so in the case of 0 also output is equal to 0. To resolve that issue, we in the case in output we give a valid input. So valid input is equal to 1 only for valid inputs. Okay, so this is the implementation of the 4 input priority encoder. Okay, thank you.